Today we are looking at the Gerber Principle. We're going to discuss the good and the bad that I've experienced after 365 days consecutively carrying this knife as my EDC. My name is Brad and you're watching Gear Budget. So this is going to be a 1-year review video. However, I'm a little late to the party. I actually got this knife from my wife for Valentine's Day last year, and I have carried it every day since then. So it's more like a 15-ish month review at this point, but anyways, let's jump into it. So first of all, this is made in the United States. That's a huge plus to me. It's made from 420 HC steel. It has a blade length of 3 inches and an overall length of 7.5 inches. The knife has a Scandinavian edge, as you can see here. It has a rubber coated handle. You can see the rivets here. The knife is very comfortable in your hand. I have large hands and I have no problem fitting this handle in my hand. The back of the blade has a nice edge. It's got a full tang, as you can see here. But the back of the blade has a perfect edge to place your thumb to really get into those heavy cuts that you've really got to put some work into. But it's great for that. It does come with a sheath included, as you can see here. It comes with a few different clip options for the back. I believe it came with another clip to attach this to a MOLLE panel if you wanted to, or MOLLE webbing on a backpack, a plate carrier, anything like that. It came with another clip to be able to scout carry, so that's where you carry the knife horizontally on your belt. And then it came with this belt clip, which is how I have enjoyed carrying it, which is a standard belt clip, and you wear it upright in this position. Having a fixed blade knife as an everyday carry item requires a sheath. You can't just stick this in your pocket and off you go. That's gonna hurt. You have to have a sheath, and the fact that this comes with one at the price point that this comes in at is an incredible value. Full disclosure, guys, this is not a sponsored video. This is my own personal knife. My wife bought it for me, like I said, for Valentine's Day last year. It wasn't sent over. No one prompted me to do a review on it. It's just that I happen to really enjoy this knife. I think it's a great value. There's definitely cheaper options out there, but there's also knives out there that are so much more expensive. And I've been really pleased with this knife. And so with that being said, there will be an affiliate link in the description below. Should you decide you want to go and check this knife out, feel free to go through the link below. It really helps us support the channel and I appreciate it. And let me know in the comments below, guys, if you're interested in more videos like this and want to see more content around budget EDC gear. So coming in at just $68, this is a hell of a value, guys. At the time of filming this knife, regular price, not on sale, just its price is $68 online. There's plenty of places that carry Gerber products. This is not one of the knives you're gonna find at Academy. I know Academy does sell a lot of Gerber stuff. That's some of their more really budget-minded options. This is a little bit better than an entry-level knife. They definitely have more expensive ones as well. Over the last year, I have put this knife through its paces. I've used it every single day. I have carried it every single day over the course of the time that I've had this knife, and I've really enjoyed it. This is my first attempt at carrying a fixed blade knife over a folder as my EDC. It did take some getting used to. However, once I was used to it, I really have enjoyed it. The ease of access is second to none. I can't express that enough. Being able to this is on your belt and just plop it out and it's there. You don't got to fool with locking mechanisms. There's nothing to fail. I have had some folders in the past where the locking mechanism failed, and I'm trying to do something the knife folded in on itself. That could be extraordinarily dangerous for your hands and your fingers. But now that I've gotten used to it, guys, I don't think I could ever go back to carrying a folder style pocket knife as my EDC, at least not full time. Sure, there's opportunities and there's things that may work better for, but for me personally and where I'm at in my life right now, I don't think I'll carry anything except for a fixed blade at this point. I find myself using it for so many things in my day-to-day. My day job is a fairly physical one where I use tools and things of that nature, and this knife has become an essential part of my toolkit. If I went to work tomorrow and I forgot this knife, I would notice that. I use it that often where if I didn't have it, that could be a real problem. And I'm just so used to having it all the time. I'm so used to reaching for it for just little tasks throughout the day. And the blade itself is strong, guys. It's a very strong blade, and it's sharp, real sharp. You can see here, this is that Scandinavian grind edge I was talking about earlier in the video. But if you look at the knife here, at this profile, you can see this nice flat edge on top. You can see that it's full tang all the way down through the handle, okay? But this blade is incredibly strong. This 420 HC steel. You can see right there on the blade where it says made Portland, Oregon. This knife has held up extremely well despite all the abuse that I have put it through. Over the course of time that I've owned this knife, which is, like I said, about 15 months now, I've sharpened it on 2 occasions. And really and truly, it's held a sharp edge really well. The only reason that I've sharpened it, I don't know if you can see this on camera very well, but right along here, there's just some nicks in the blade. But guys, I beat the hell out of this knife. And that's just, I've ran it through the sharpener twice just to kind of get off some of the burrs from me just kind of tearing this thing up completely, abusing it, really. It's also been a great knife for camping. We do a lot of overlanding and primitive camping where we're off the grid out in the woods for multiple days on end. And this knife has been an essential tool for that. You know, things like making kindling to start a fire. The 90-degree edge on this, being able to hold it here, makes it really easy to strike a ferro rod to get nice sparks on the fire, as well as things like cutting rope, cutting 550 cord, paracord, that kind of stuff that we tend to do a lot while we're camping for various reasons. The knife works well for all that. And all these trips, guys, this knife gets beat up hard, it gets used and abused, and it holds up. Now you may be asking yourself, why a fixed blade for an EDC knife? Some of you may have never thought about carrying a fixed blade. You've always carried a folding style pocket knife, and that's kind of where I was at too. And one day I just got the idea and started thinking about what would it be like to carry a fixed blade knife. And for me, the biggest benefit mostly is for the utility of it, but there is also the personal protection aspect of it as well. So normally I EDC a handgun everywhere I go, just about. I live in Texas, that's pretty standard here, and there's not many places that I can't carry a handgun. But there are a few, mostly schools, hospitals, and things of that nature, where I'm not allowed to. However, Texas state law says that I can carry a blade with a length of less than 5.5 inches anywhere I want. This knife is less than 5.5 inches. 3 inch is the actual blade length on this knife. So this knife is legal for me to carry anywhere I want in the state of Texas, which is where I live. And that's a huge benefit for me. As a family man, it is my duty and my obligation, my honor, to protect my family at all costs. And this knife is just one more tool in my toolkit to help me to do that. But the utility of a fixed blade knife is like nothing else that I have ever personally carried. I normally carry the knife in the sheath about the 4 or 5 o'clock position on my waist. I am left-handed, so my left hand is my strong hand, so I carry the knife where I can easily access it with my weak hand, which is my right hand. And if I need to conceal the knife or be more discreet with it, I can simply tuck the sheath into my back pocket and cover it with my t-shirt, and no one would even know that it's there. Now let's talk about the sheath. The fact that it even comes with this at the price point that this comes in at is absolutely incredible. Over the year that I've carried this knife, this sheath right here has been abused too. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but this thing is beat to hell. It protects the knife, it protects me. It's a means of carrying this knife every day. I can show you, when I received this knife, it was a super tight fit into the sheath. It does come with this Velcro strap that wraps around here to help retain the knife, and I have just Velcroed it down as tight as I can get it. Still some rattle in there. When I first received the knife, it did not have that. This is over 15 months of carrying this knife every day. Now we've got some rattle going on, okay? Also, if this Velcro strap went in there, that knife would fall out, okay? I'll show you what I mean. If I undo the Velcro, as you see here, the knife just falls out. Again, when I first received it, the knife fit in there snugly and that didn't happen. However, I carry the knife upright like this, Gravity keeps it in there. There's not a lot of retention. It comes out real easy after 15 months. I would say for the first 6 to 9 months, that wasn't an issue. But it's starting to get worn out at this point. But like I said, at the price point that this knife comes in at, that is an absolutely incredible value that it even comes with one, especially one. This is a pretty, I would say this is a high quality sheath. Now, as I showed you earlier in the video at the close-up of the knife's edge, the knife does have some damage. It's been beat up. It's been put through its paces. I use this knife. It's not something that I set up on the shelf to look pretty. I don't hang it on the wall to look cool. I wear it. I use it for so many things you probably shouldn't be using a knife for. Honestly, there's better tools out there, but I've always got this on my hip, and so I find myself using it for everything from just opening new Amazon packages, opening up paint cans. I've used it as a screwdriver. I've used it to pry open doors. Use what you got, and this thing is great. It's my multi-tool. I use it for just about everything. All that being said, the knife is not in perfect condition. It's got some damage. I'm not super worried about it. Gerber has what they call the Gerber guarantee. This knife has a lifetime warranty. This blade has a lifetime warranty. I'm going to reach out to Gerber. I've already kind of looked at the online form to get an idea of what that looks like. And so pretty much you go online, go to their website, find the Gerber guarantee link on the website, and you fill out some basic information, model of the knife, all your personal information, attach some photos of the damage that you're making the warranty claim on. And it's my understanding that they work with you pretty well to either, you can send your knife in and they can fix it, or if they can't, then they can replace it. And if they don't make that knife anymore, they may send you one of equal value or a similar style to replace it with. And that's for life, guys. There's no time frame on that. So for $68, I bought this knife. And this company that's been around forever, Gerber Gear, is going to stand behind this knife for as long as each of us shall live. If the company goes down, sure, I'm not going to get a replacement knife. But I don't see that happening. They've been around forever. So I am going to reach out to them and send them in some photos of my knife. I'm not worried about it, guys. This is my everyday. This is basically a tool at this point. I'm not worried about it. I just want to see how they cooperate, and I'll let you guys know. So if you guys want to see a follow-up video on that, let me know in the comments below. So would I carry this knife again? Will I continue to carry fixed blade knives as my EDC? The short answer is yes. 100% yes, absolutely. I don't think I could go back to a folder after my experience with this knife. I am, however, interested in trying to find some more budget-friendly options. This knife is an incredible value at $68. However, I understand that it still may be a little too expensive for some. So I'm looking to try out some other knives in that $20 to $40 range. I've been eyeballing some options on Amazon that I want to order and try to everyday carry those for a little bit, and I can give you guys some honest feedback on those. So if you're interested in more content like this, guys, please let me know in the comments, and I'd be more than happy to make some more videos like this when I'm reviewing other knives. So that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.